Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Power Selling Podcast. I'm your host, the Power Selling Mom, and today's episode is amazing. We have this wholesale business that is killing it, and you guys that are looking for inventory, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. We have Alexa. She is also known as Nuzzy. I'm not even going to attempt her last name. We will let her tell you. Meanwhile, she is an entrepreneur and power seller in the e-commerce world, best known as the founder of NuzzyDeals. That's Nuzzy Deals. She also has Runway Refresh and a business called Shoelaced. I love that. Shoelace. That's three thriving online storefronts specializing in men's and women's contemporary fashion. With over 2 decades of in-person shoe selling experience and over a decade selling direct to consumer and wholesale through Nusrala Wholesale, Alexa has built a reputation for curating sought-after brands, streamlining multi-channel sales on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and whatnot, and helping resellers. This is it. She helps resellers source inventory with ease. She does pallet shipping. She knows all of the tricks of the trade. Alexa brings real world insights into what it takes to scale and sustain a successful online business. You guys are in for a real treat today. I am so impressed with this lady. Let's get going. Hi, Alexa. Thank you so much for joining us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi guys, I'm Alexa Nusrala. I own NuzzyDeals and Nusrala Wholesale, and thanks for having me today.
Awesome. So why don't you tell us, how did you first get started selling?
Actually, I started selling shoes officially 20 years ago.
Wow.
I started selling shoes in my grandpa Nuzzy's shoe store, Famous Brand Shoes, on
Wow.
June 1st of 2000, actually. And I opened my e-commerce stores March 8th of 2012, like right as I was graduating college.
Wow, that's amazing. So your grandfather owned the store or your father?
Yeah. My grandpa did. He opened it in 1972, and he was the first self-service shoe business in the United States.
Wow, that's impressive. So it's in your blood anyhow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I'm like a fifth or sixth generation shoe salesperson. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
very exciting.
that's awesome. How did your e-commerce store begin?
Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but I was with a friend on a lunch break in the cafeteria at college, and everyone's like, it's like 2 weeks before we graduate college, and everyone's like, oh, I'm going to be this or that. And I was like, I have no idea, like, what what I'm going to do. I was a finance major, but I wasn't really sure. And a friend actually gave me a loan for $18,500 during lunch. We wrote up the contract on a napkin, and I still have that napkin in my office.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, totally on the fly.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. And then what motivated or influenced you to start selling online?
So, two things really motivated my selling journey. The first thing I would say is my dad. He started selling on eBay and he's been selling for as long as I can remember. He has the handle Shoe Deals, so you can kind of tell like how, like how we'll call it vintage, how vintage it is because, to get that first seller name's pretty but yeah, he actually is a full-scale eBay business now, and I worked for him for many years. So that influenced my selling, and also I worked in a consignment store in college, and right as I was coming in, they were just starting their eBay store, and so I ran that as a college student, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. You can get all kinds of cool stuff for great values, and that's what I did.
And you were hooked.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What
From
a
the
great
first pair
job.
of Marc Jacobs.
Which site platforms are you currently selling on?
Right now, we predominantly sell on 4 sites. We're eBay, Amazon, Walmart, and Poshmark. And I'm really excited to announce that literally any minute now, we're about to hit 90,000 followers on Poshmark.
Oh my gosh. Whew,
Yeah, very
that deserves
excited.
pom-poms. That's
Thank
really
you.
exciting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow, congrats. That's amazing.
Thanks.
What's your
Thanks.
handle and how did you come up with that?
We have 3 handles. We have Runway Refresh, we have Shoelaced, and we have the main store, which is NuzzyDeals. And NuzzyDeals really started as my name because my nickname is Nuzzy because nobody can ever pronounce Nusrala. And I mean, it's like a long line of Nuzzies too. Grandpa Nuzzy, my dad goes by Nuzz, like it's a whole thing. So I decided to make it NuzzyDeals to keep it within that shoe deals, great luggage deals, kind of realm. And so, yeah, just a nickname.
That's so cool. I like that. So Grandpa Nuzzy.
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad goes by Nuzz, and then they always called me Nuzzy, like the littler versions.
How cute. It's so cool to have all that generational kind of selling and nicknames. I love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely like an event. Going to my grandpa Nuzzy's house, the fashion and just the things that you'll learn. Like this is the history of color, or this guy was selling in the 80s, and now his grandson, like will wholesale. Like it's really
Uh-huh.
interesting. Just the people that you get to meet. I feel like they're all real characters, and yeah, I was like lucky to grow up in that family, and it's just a great time.
That's funny. Yeah, you've been blessed. That's for sure. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Where are
thank
you
you.
based out of now?
When I went to college, I moved to Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
I'm originally from St. Louis, and right now we're doing direct to consumer wholesale and consignment in Boulder County. And then we're still wholesaling the majority of our product out of St. Louis.
Nice.
So,
Wow, that's
yeah.
pretty broad.
Yeah, it's just the 2 areas, and then I kind of go back and forth, but it's really the best of both worlds. St. Louis is like a great, small town. It's like old and historic and neat, and Boulder's very like healthy, active mountains, so yeah, you get it all.
Yeah. Isn't the tea, don't they make tea there? Celestial Seasonings? Is that
Yeah,
still
and
there?
we also have Dushanbe, which is like apparently there was like a group of people that came. I can't remember the country, but I think it was like Nepal or something. They came from there. They built this massive tea house here, and then we built a school there.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, totally cool. So, yeah, Boulder does a lot of like reach out and things like that, which I really like.
Yeah, it's a fun place to shop too,
Oh yeah,
and people
oh yeah.
watch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you'll never know. Is that guy like a millionaire or homeless? It could be either one,
Yeah,
and just the people you'll meet out here, especially the athletes that come out of here and things like that. I mean, it's an absolutely great place to live for sure.
awesome. Awesome. What kind of items or brand categories do you sell in?
We sell a lot of men's and women's contemporary fashion, and we also do a lot of men's and women's athletic shoes. We have everything from like Nike, Under Armour, Reebok, New Balance, but we also have J. Crew, Hanes, Lululemon, and our newest brand that we just took on is APL right now, and they are an athletic company. And so we'll talk about that just in a little bit, but yeah, those are the primary things that we're selling.
Okay. How do you manage all of that inventory?
From an accounting perspective, we use QuickBooks and ERP Next. Those are just to manage like where things are on the floor and make sure you're booking things correctly to the chart of accounts. But our real gemstone, I started on 2/2 of 24 using Reeva, which actually back in the day used to be called Autolist.ai, and I used that for all of my purchasing, listing, accounting. Well, I push that into my accounting system, but to generate like auto-generated listings and things like that, also to clean up photos. It's honestly the best system I've ever used. I've used Vendu, I've used Sixbit. I mean, they just blow it out of the waters. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I agree.
If any of the watchers haven't tried them, I would highly recommend it. So
Yes. What is new in your business?
right now we have 2 new things that are very interesting. My assistant, is going to represent our company on all of our Whatnot live shows. You'll see her like 2 to 3 times a week. And she's doing a bunch of big shows for women's contemporary and case packs and bundles. And another exciting thing that we did was we partnered with an East Coast business to drop ship certain kinds of styles and style like colors or whatever, that are new with tags for APL shoes. These will be sold via traditional listings, and they'll also be auctioned off on all of our Whatnot shows.
Oh, that's awesome. So how can we find you on Whatnot?
So we are the handle NuzzyDeals, also on Whatnot.
Okay, NuzzyDeals. Perfect. I'm definitely going to follow you. And so you do a lot of wholesale selling then?
Yes. One thing that we've always done it, but we're putting more of an emphasis on it now. I have always owned Nusrala Wholesale, and where I sell small and large size wholesale lots. And these are sold anywhere from small mom and pop resellers all the way to large big box retailers. So if there's some kind of sourcing need that you're looking for, or a brand or a designer, you can definitely hit up our wholesale company and we can help you with those needs.
Do you
Yeah.
have access to, like, do the brands vary or can someone request certain brands?
We have some core items that will always get in, like the Samba, for example. Like they're kind of like they kind of almost look like cleats. You'll see them in a lot of retail stores.
Okay.
But we can source individual brands for you. We can source style names. You could just say, I want all, half case packs. Like I want them 8 to 12, sizes 8 to 12, whatever you're looking for, as well as any kind of criteria that you may have. So if you have, like, for example, when it shows up, it needs a certain kind of labeling or anything like that, we can follow your routing guide or whatever kind of, it's like a full scale, full desk wholesale companies.
That's amazing. And how can people reach out to you to get more information on that?
So, people actually laugh at this. I literally have a 1980s Rolodex on my desk, and people just call me up old school. I mean, you could send me an email too, but it's just easier to call me up. And, I keep a profile of this is, customer one, and this is what they're looking for. If somebody calls me up direct, we'll put a priority on that. But if, like, let's say products coming in and it fits your profile, I might reach out to you to see if that's a good match for you.
That's wonderful. So how can we get added to your Rolodex?
It's literally handwritten. You just call me up and you get added in. It's
Okay.
it's not an exclusive club to buy wholesale here or anything like that. Just call me up and we'll get it done for you.
Okay. Do you want to share your phone number and we can call you?
Yeah, absolutely. My phone number, and it's my personal cell. We don't have any work lines. It's 636-385-2900.
Thank you. Well, you guys heard it here first. This is exclusive information to her direct line. Definitely take advantage of that opportunity. This is great. I really appreciate it. I like your angle of direct to consumer, and it's great to know for all of you listeners that this is available out there. All right, Alexa, this has been fantastic. And did you have any final words you'd like to share?
I think our final words are, we look forward to you guys shopping with us online at NuzzyDeals, and we look forward to talking to you on the phone about any wholesale needs that you have.
That's
Thank you guys
awesome.
very much.
Okay, well, thank you and good luck with everything. This is an amazing business, family owned business that you're running. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining me today. This episode is brought to you by Reeva.ai, the AI platform that automates complex e-commerce operations with the AI agents. From creating product content to managing inventory across channels and recovering value from returns, Reeva helps brands, retailers, and wholesalers scale faster with less overhead. Just ask Alexa, who is just with us. She is a long-term user of Reeva.ai. I'm Danna Crawford, the Power Selling Mom. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in to today's episode. Until next time, happy online selling.